Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. The greatest show on earth has returned.
This is ridiculous, Tony. This could be dangerous.
Rikki Thrash is back.
It's for you.
And better than ever.
Talk to me, Tony. But then again, danger is my middle name. So sign me up.
Action-packed adventures, heart-throbbing love stories, and hard-hitting, powerful music to bring you into the 1980s like never before.
Hey, darling.
Hi.
We only got one shot of this, Tony. We can't mess this up. We gotta stop playing around.
Sit back, grab that popcorn, and buckle up. Rikki Thrash is here to take you on the ride of your life. The world's favorite 80s action hero is coming to you live on television. Up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's good to see everybody live on the Rikki Thrash Show. I see all the fax messages coming in super fast, super quick. Speed, efficiency, determination, the power of will. This is all the terminology that we use here on the Rikki Thrash Show. But more importantly, it's how we execute. How we bring every last ounce of energy and every last ounce of thrill, dadgummit. It's what this show is all about. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are new here, I want you to sit back, relax, and get ready for the thrill of your life. Because let's just say this. You know what this is? They call this a guitar pick, but I call it a key to awesomeness. And without this guitar pick, ladies and gentlemen, we would be locked out. Locked out of the city, locked out of the thrill. And most importantly, locked out of the greatest entertainment of all time. But tonight is no different. As we look across the bay as the sun goes down across the horizon, turning the buildings into silhouettes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not just one night of the week. This is the greatest Thursday night this week. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are new here, I want you to understand one thing. This will be the most wildest ride of your life, and Rikki Thrash is here to take you beyond your dreams and aspirations. Ladies and gentlemen, grab that popcorn, grab that extra butter, because we're snacking on awesomeness tonight. I'll see you inside. You know what time it is. So let's sync our clocks together. Let's synchronize all of our watches and experience nothing but greatness. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. I want to hear a round of applause going before we get started, because tonight is the greatest night of all of our lives. Not just your life, not just my life, but the whole team tonight behind the Rikki Thrash Show. And we're going to introduce those guys in a second. But ladies and gentlemen, first of all, give yourself a round of applause for being here. It's time to introduce the team behind it all. Ladies and gentlemen, sitting across the water, taking care of the stream, making sure everything is in check, as Mama Styles is gifting all these jewels across the board. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Mama Styles and Tony, the assistant. Ladies and gentlemen, that is not all. Moving left and right, keeping Rikki Thrash in frame at all times, keeping an eye in the sky, Mr. Eye in the Sky himself. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the man with the eye of the lens. Ladies and gentlemen, you know who it is. Giorgio. That's right. At all times tonight, Rikki Thrash will be in frame, thanks to the many thanks to the one and only Giorgio behind the camera tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, the one who makes it happen, the one who streams every single night except the nights he doesn't stream. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the one, the only, Rikki Danger Thrash. That's me. That's me. Yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah. I see you way up in the nosebleeds. Yeah. I see you, baby. Yeah, you're way up there. I know. Listen. Look. Whoa. What was that for? Why are you throwing tomatoes at me? How do you even get tomatoes? We don't even sell tomatoes in the stadium. It doesn't matter. The point is, I don't want to say words that I want to regret tonight, because the only thing that matters, ladies and gentlemen, is my Thrashers and Thrashettes showing up every single night, a part of the greatest entertainment on the planet. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm already out of breath and I haven't even started the stream. But believe me, the sun in your eyes is worth believing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest entertainment in all of this room. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited to get the night started. Listen, we're laid back, we're casual tonight. As you can see, I got my sandals on, showing the toes off, because, you know, Rikki Thrash just came from the beach, okay? Listen, when Rikki Thrash lives on the beach, he's gotta come from the beach, okay? So I just got back from the beach, all right? I'm feeling a little beachy vibrations going on through the air. So if you want to experience a little beachy vibration tonight, I want you to make one more round of applause for yourselves for being here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, get all the butter out, get all the snacks, get all the Dr. Pepper, the Coca-Cola, whatever your dreams of drinking and snacking is tonight. I want you to make it happen, because here on the Rikki Thrash Show, we make those dreams turn into reality. As the sun goes down across the horizon, turning the buildings into silhouettes, ladies and gentlemen, you are here witnessing the greatest entertainment in all of this room. Thank you. We got everybody in the fax machine messages, just spitting out all the ink and all the paper. I mean, we're gonna have to get some replacement papers and replacement ink cartridges, because I tell you what, you guys are vocal tonight, and I love it. We got Danger Logan, Michelle, Vapor Vice, Scylla. We got, and that's just to name 4, because I can only see 4 people at a time. But listen, I know there's a hold on a second. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, we're sitting at 20,000 viewers live here on the Rikki Thrash Show, the greatest experience of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for being here tonight. I know it's been a rough 24 hours since the last time I streamed. That was a lie. I know that was a lie. But let's just pretend that it was 24 hours ago and we're streaming again. I mean, that's all that matters, because the only thing that matters tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is the present moment. Welcome to 1986. This is the present, and if you are watching and tuning in for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand one thing. My name is Rikki Thrash, and I live in the 1980s. And I have an assistant named Tony. That's right, yeah, you guys know Tony. Good guy. He means well. Tony has hooked me up with some great fancy equipment from the future and has allowed us together, has allowed me to go to a futuristic audience and bring you back for a taste of the greatest decade of all time. So ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for yourselves for being here. This is the 1980s. Welcome to the Rikki Thrash Show. Welcome to the greatest experience you will ever experience within the next 5 minutes. Logan says, can't tell if he has a cameraman or not. We got Giorgio. Make some noise for Giorgio. Moving left and right, keeping Rikki Thrash in frame at all times. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the whole team because we're doing it one way. And you know what that way is, ladies and gentlemen? That way is right. It's the right way. It's the correct way. It's the absolutely necessary way. And that's the only way we do it. So if you're on board, if that sounds good to you, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to enjoy yourselves tonight because we got a lot of things planned. First of all, I want you guys to know that over the last 7 different streams, okay, Vapor Vice is going to get some dinner. Look, I respect it because you got to get the protein to fuel the muscles. So get that dinner, meet us back as soon as possible because we got some exciting things lined up for tonight. It's been 7 streams since I've changed guitar strings, okay? I've broken about 5 different guitar strings on stream. And so today, I don't have any guitars to play. I've literally broken all my guitar strings, or at least one string off of every guitar that I own. So tonight, we're gonna start off a little bit different. We're gonna restring a guitar together. We're gonna head over to the couch, have our couch segment, the Rikki Rant segment, and we're gonna fix some strings, baby. We're gonna repair my Stratocaster so that way we can play it. Because I want to play some music for you guys tonight. I want to do some live loops. Not only do we have the epic synthesizers going, but we also want to play all the instruments tonight. We want to add some drums. We want to get the drum machine going. Okay, it was in the shop being repaired for a little bit, and we want to get the guitars shredding, and we want to turn it up to 11, baby, because that's the only way to do it here on the Rikki Thrash Show. So give yourselves one more round of applause as we get started tonight. Thank you guys for being here tonight. My Thrashers, my Thrashettes, how we doing? Carrie says, yay, alive. That's right, we're alive, baby. We're alive, live. We're live and alive. You better believe it. You better believe it. You better hold on tight. You better buckle up because tonight we're feeling alive and we're awakening the demon. The demon inside. We're unleashing the beast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest stream of all time. You have entered the main event. Tonight, we have a lot of things planned. And tonight is going to be the wildest ride of your dreams. So buckle up, get ready, and Rikki Thrash is going to take you to new heights. Let's do this. As we sit here and ponder and welcome everybody into the Rikki Thrash Show stream, we're gonna repair our guitar strings. Okay, as you see, we got a loose string. We got a string on the loose. That's right. That ain't no good. That ain't gonna cut it. Not with Rikki Thrash in town. So what I'm gonna do right now is prepare. What happened? Giorgio, lock it in. Come on. Hey, Giorgio, I didn't tell you to take 5. Well, okay. Giorgio, that's not very funny. You know what I'm gonna have to do about that? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we had to get that fixed. Okay, Giorgio, I don't know why he thinks it's just all of a sudden okay to drop out of the stream and take a snack break. All right, we just got started, ladies and gentlemen. This is the greatest night of our lives. We can't be taking breaks within the first 5 minutes. I haven't even said hello yet. In fact, I never say hello on stream. I just kind of get right into things. And tonight's no different, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting right into the heat of the moment. Because that's what matters. This is the 1980s. Everything is in the heat of the moment. Everything is over the top, over exaggerated. Everything's big. Everything's huge. Everything is a big deal, ladies and gentlemen. Vibrancy is my middle name. So we're bringing all the neon lights here in Vice City itself. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest stream of all time. Logan says, how is everybody on Earth not watching this stream right now? And I would have to agree 100%, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why. First of all, I don't know why, Giorgio, you got the camera tilted a little bit. I'm not... Who could this be? Yellow! You gotta be kidding me. Who am I speaking with right now? The police force. Look, I'm on vacation right now. I just got out from the beach. Okay, I'm talking to my thrashers. Can this wait another day? There's not much time, huh? Well, I have to go to the balcony and think. So let me at least do that. Give me that at least, please, man. The stakes are high. But you know what's higher? My morale. Because Rikki Thrash doesn't back down from a challenge. Policeman! Whatever your name is, because you never told me your name. You just gave me your badge number, which is a little... I mean, come on, man. I feel like we had a bond going, you know? It's not about that. It doesn't matter. The point is, count me in. If it means saving Vice City, if it means saving the people, Rikki Thrash will do what he can. Meet me at the docks, 11 p.m. We'll get him. Hey. tell your mom that she makes really good macaroni and cheese. Thanks. Bye. Another dangerous man on the loose. Seems like we can't avoid it. As the sun goes down across the horizon, seems like we have bigger issues. But until 11 p.m., whenever I meet the policeman badge number 3782 down at the docks, all we can do is make the most out of our time. My thrashers, my thrashettes. Let's make the most out of our time. You guys are concerned for my safety. Just know that I love you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And it's time to get situated. Because in order to make the most out of all of our time tonight, we have to get back to what's important. The 1980s. And what comes with the 1980s is the sound that drives the spirit alive. And that sound is the sound of ripping guitars cranked to 11 while the fast cars cruise 100 miles an hour down Ocean Drive with a female in the passenger seat. Nothing but romance, rock and roll, and freedom. That is the 1980s. But in order to do this, ladies and gentlemen, Michelle says we gotta string that bad boy. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're gonna string that bad boy. So, sit back, relax, okay? Ask me questions. You know, this is a time to have a discussion. Okay, I'm here for you. All right? Let's talk. I got my wire cutters, I got my strings. It's time to sit back and enjoy a little Rikki Thrash discussion. So I'm gonna fix these strings. Let's see how fast I can do this. Woo. All right. Oh, Michelle wants to know about the Poison Show. Well, that's a great question. That's a great topic. I mean, I haven't seen you guys since I played that Poison Show, so I feel like that's a pretty appropriate thing to talk about. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the last time I streamed was last night. Wink, wink. But I've been super busy. But the problem is, we had a whole Poison tribute show, 40th anniversary up in Virginia. And I'm not gonna act like that didn't happen because it was a blast and it did happen. And I tell you what, it was a lot of fun, all right? It was like an hour and a half show, 25 songs. You know what's crazy? You know, some of those songs, believe it or not, I've never even heard before, but we played them on stream live. Oh, these are locked, that's why. I need a flathead screwdriver. I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. So I had a show up in Virginia playing nothing but Poison, nothing but a good time. Learned all the songs on the stream, and then a couple days before I locked them in, I kind of just learned the songs a couple weeks before. I mean, the first time I ever played those songs was like 2 weeks before the show, and I was able to pull it off. But yeah, fun show, good times, good people. It was a good overall experience. Yeah, I don't even know if there's anything on YouTube. Definitely let me know if there is. But I haven't seen much from it. Vapor Vice says there's going to be a huge birth rate jump in Virginia 9 months from now. I don't know what you're talking about. I plead the fifth. But I tell you what, I will say that as a bass player, that pink guitar goes a long way. That's all I'm gonna say, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I used the Flamingo Thunder, and it was bringing all of the thunder, not just a little bit of thunder, not just a little bit of the storm, but it was bringing the whole storm with me. All right, you see these dark clouds here amongst the horizon? You see those clouds? All right, listen. Okay, we just had a huge party thrown here at the Rikki Thrash Mansion, and there's gonna be a few stragglers. Okay, all right. I told them all to leave, but for some reason, I don't know how they're getting on my balcony. I don't know how they're getting on my balcony, but there was a huge party that we threw, the greatest party of all time, here at the Rikki Thrash Mansion, and they, I don't blame them. They just can't get enough of Rikki Thrash, okay? Everybody wants a piece of Rikki Thrash, and look, that's totally understandable. But anyway, the heck is this song? I don't like it. Vapor Vice says the timing was perfect. Look, ladies and gentlemen, nothing is scripted here on this show, but everything happens for a reason and everything just works out. And that's why this is the greatest experience in all of this room. Okay, you can't get an experience like this anywhere else, I'll tell you that much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for being here tonight. Kind of a slower night. More of a laid-back session than usual. Ray stringing some guitars. He's trying to. Not as familiar with these. These locking tuners are weird. Just put Eye in the Sky on repeat all stream. It's actually not a bad idea. Maddie says, sorry I'm late. Was hard to drive with Goose's hairspray still in my eyes. I tell you, I still have Goose's hairspray. And I think everybody has a little hairspray in their eyes from like 3 weeks ago, okay? But that's the spirit of the 80s. All right, let's see. Let's figure this out. Okay, other way. Now we got it. We're figuring this out together. Scylla says, please, I don't use that much. Okay, I had a sore throat for days. Understandable. There we go. I don't know who stringed this guitar last time, but those suckers are in there. What's that? Oh, I stringed it? Oh. Well, apparently Rikki Thrash. You know, Tony, wait. What am I doing? This is Tony's job. Why am I stringing my own guitars? What's that? I'm getting something in my ear? Oh, it's not Tony's job? Well, I mean, he's my assistant. Who else would... Oh, my butler. Oh, I forgot about that guy. How's he doing? Oh, he's out of town. No wonder I'm restringing every guitar. Look, I can't get anything done with my butler gone. Okay? Gosh. Who do people think I am? The maid. I don't know if the maid really likes stringing my guitars. It's just not really her thing, you know? All right. I'm not gonna lie. I hate restringing guitars. It just takes so long, especially if there's locking tuners and stuff. But I gotta do what I gotta do, because I literally don't have a playable guitar right now. But that's okay, because we're gonna restring this one. Man, it might have to be my favorite guitar, okay? I bought this one with my own hard-earned money, and it's just, you know, it's just gorgeous, right? And it just sounds like the 1980s in a nutshell. So I'm able to give you a taste of my time. And I think you guys...
Looking upon these frail creatures,
Tony?
one would not
Is that you?
they could contain such power. One could rule the universe with it.
What power?
You must find them for me.
Find what?
Destroy them.
Destroy what? Ah! Did you guys hear that? Or was that just in my head? Because I feel like somebody's talking to me right now and I'm not sure what to do. I think I may be going crazy. But I think I have to destroy something, so I'm not sure what that might be at the moment. But we're gonna find out, okay? By the end of the stream, we're definitely gonna melt some faces. That's one thing we'll destroy. Joe says it's just in my head. You know, I think he's right. We're making progress. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are just tuning in, I've been super busy lately, so I haven't been able to stream as much as I'd like to, but the unfortunate thing is I'm staying busy. I mean, it's a good thing, but it's also, as far as streaming goes, I'm not going to be able to stream as much as I used to. I still want to, and I will. But it's not going to be as frequent. But make sure you're following me all on the social media platforms that the kids use these days. Look, I don't even know what that is, but Tony told me to use that terminology. This is 1986, but Tony said something about Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and all that, Twitch. Look, I don't know what all that means. All I know is that you should follow me there, which is kind of creepy to me, but follow me on all my endeavors, ladies and gentlemen, because it's just the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. It's just getting started. How in the world do you... What am I doing wrong here? Do I have more projects cooking up? Always, Michelle. Always. Got a lot on the line right now. So, that being said, I think we're going to limit it to once a week now. Live every Thursday, Thrashing Thursdays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But who knows, there's going to be some pop-up streams, so make sure you have the notifications on, just in case. Any new music coming our way? Well, Sarah, this year is all about the music. Ladies and gentlemen, Rikki Thrash is going back to his roots. The whole reason of building this studio was for the music. And the last 6 months of the video, I can't speak right now, but it don't matter, because all that matters is that we're live and we're about to be cranking it to 11, ladies and gentlemen. The music is the priority the rest of this year. So yes, you better believe there's some new music coming. Well, I can't say when, but it's coming. That's for sure. Holy smokes, these locking tuners are not easy to deal with, for sure. All right. I have to get a different angle here. What is happening right now? You know, usually my assistant Tony restrings my guitars for me, but right now he is on a yacht partying with a bunch of chicks. But don't worry, he's keeping an eye bolted at that CRTV and one eye bolted at those beautiful babes surrounding him as he parties the night away here in Miami. And I don't blame him. But tonight we have a job to do, ladies and gentlemen. And that is to bring back the 1980s, the greatest decade of them all. And you might ask me, Rikki Thrash, how the heck are you gonna do that? Well, when Tony wasn't partying on chicks, when Tony wasn't partying on a boat with a bunch of chicks, he set me up with the greatest equipment to go live into a futuristic audience to bring back the vibrancy, the spirit, the life of the 1980s and to bring it to you. So somehow, some way, we have time traveled to the future and brought you back to the 1980s. I don't know how he did it, but I'm just the messenger, getting the greatest message across. And you know what that message is, ladies and gentlemen? That message is in the form of entertainment. And I must provide that entertainment, or else all will fail. So it is up to me, it is my duty, to bring you the greatest entertainment in all, and I mean all, of this whole room. Now that's saying a lot, you might think. But I tell you what, there's a lot of entertainment going down in this room, all right? Okay? Better believe that. Okay, what's going on? Also, you better believe that I will end up restringing this guitar by the end of the night. At this rate, it might be by the end of the week, but regardless, we're gonna get it done, okay? We're gonna get it done. Just believe. Thrashers, Thrashettes, do you believe in me? That is the question. You know what? Don't even answer that, okay? Don't even answer that. Because obviously you do. Rikki, dude, what's happening? Oh, you know, just restringing guitars because my assistant is lazy. Doesn't do nothing. But that's all right. Because I wanted to sit down, I wanted a chance to catch up with my thrashers and restring them myself. Okay? Yeah, that's right. Gabe says, I believe in you like I believe in the 1980s. Now that is the mindset we need, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream, Gabe. Welcome back to the future. All right, moment of truth. Come to Texas. Well, I guess I could find my cowboy hat somewhere around here. Make that happen. I'm honored to be here for the Rock Hero, says Gabe. Well, I don't know who the Rock Hero is, but I know he's fighting crime on rooftops right about now, so that we may shred another note. Across the horizon, he's putting his blood, sweat, and tears so that the 80s may live on. Rock Hero isn't doing it for himself. He's doing it for the people. Why is it so dark in here? God, I can't see a thing. Workshop with Rikki Thrash. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how long the stream will be tonight. It could be anywhere from 2 hours to 7 hours. Maybe even 13. You just never know. And tonight, we got a lot of things planned. I mean, We haven't even gotten started. Okay, we're restringing our guitars tonight because Tony is lazy. Tony is my assistant, for those of you who are just joining, okay? But sometimes Tony doesn't change all my guitar strings. Am I still on the first string? Shut up, okay? No, I'm not on the first. I'm trying to take all the previous strings out. And with the locking tuners, I mean, they were giving me some trouble. Because they were just so tight in there, and I had to kind of lengthen the process a little bit. But we're finally starting the new strings now, okay? That's the exciting part. Nothing like an hour string change, okay? It's what I love to do. Vaporvice says, an orthodontist can get fresh braces faster than this. You know what? I don't want to hear it. It's pretty dusty over here, but I don't feel like getting up and grabbing a towel, so I'm just gonna use my shirt, and that'll do. Listen to the excuses. Hey, look, call it what it is. I'm just talking facts. Speaking of facts, ladies and gentlemen, let me know where you're watching from tonight here in the fax messages. I want to see where all you guys are watching from. Let's see here. Can't see a thing. Who turned off the lights? No, it's not because I'm wearing sunglasses. They don't need to know that. New York, Arizona, New Mexico, from the whole world. You guys soccer fans? Because somebody told me that there's a World Cup going on in the future in 2026. And, I tell you what, you know, I typically like locking tuners, but these are kind of a pain. Central New York. It's not fair one man could be this cool while changing strings. Rikki holding a guitar and a power drill makes me wonder if he's gonna start playing the Van Halen song Pound Cake. You know what? Pound cake it up. If we can ever restring the guitar, I might. But man, taking a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, the first string is on there. Round of applause for me. Make some noise. No? Nothing? All right. Well, that's awkward. I mean, don't make noise is what I meant to say, okay? Got you. Is the music too loud, guys? Is it driving you crazy? It is a little. It's cranking in my ears right now. I'm not gonna lie. It's on the louder side. I wouldn't mind turning it down if it is bothering you guys, but. All right, one string down, ladies and gentlemen. You know what that means? We have 5 more. And I can't see a thing. It's so dark in here. My thrashers, my thrashettes, how we doing tonight? We're trucking along here on this restring. Okay, if you're just tuning in, get it? Tuning? If you're just tuning in, we are literally restringing and tuning my guitar because I literally don't have a playable guitar right now. All of them have a broken string, so I figured let's just tune one on stream since Tony is just not available lately. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. Okay. Logan says, great joke, Ricky. Thank you. You guys really know how to inflate my ego. Guys, ask me a question. Any question in the book. This is your time, okay? Look, I don't give this time to anybody. All right, I'm restringing a daggum guitar right now. I got all the time in the world. We got 2 down. We got 4 more to go. The floor is yours. And then the floor is going to be mine here in a second. And everybody's going to be jumping up and down, causing a bunch of chaos. But it's going to be the greatest chaos in the world because we actually have a stringed guitar. We have a stringed instrument. Would I tell my best joke? Look, the thing about me, listen, the jokes just fly, dude. You know, I can't just come up with one on the spot. But if you insist, I'll tell you a joke. All right, why do cows wear bells? Why do cows wear bells? Anybody? Nothing? It's because their horns don't work. All right, that's all I got. All right, I'll see you next time on the Rikki Thrash Show. It's been lovely. I'm just going to end it there because I don't think we can really go up from that point. You know what I mean? Just kidding, guys. I'm here all night. I'm here all night. We're restringing a guitar, baby. Why do you take 2 business days to restring a guitar? Well, listen. Usually Tony takes care of this. But, I want to take my time, you know? I'm restringing it with love. That's all. Nothing like just restringing a guitar with love. I'm also trying a different approach this time. It's got these locking tuners that I've never really relied on. But this time, I'm giving them a shot. And then we're gonna get cranking. You know, we got the music ready to roll, unscripted. We're gonna come up with something cool. We're gonna do a little live looping. And then we're gonna head over to the bass guitar and we're gonna do some covers tonight. We're gonna play some songs. We're gonna play the greatest hits of the 1980s. We're gonna take some requests. We're gonna have a fun night. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the experience of a lifetime. And if you're new here, you better sit back and get ready. Because Rikki Thrash is about to blow your mind. What are my plans for Halloween? That's a great question. I don't even know what my plans are for breakfast. I don't think that far ahead. But somebody did mention the other day that I should dress up as something for Halloween. And you know what? They told me what I should dress up as, and I totally forgot what they said. So there's that. I guess I should have listened. You know, one year I was thinking about just painting myself green, head to toe, and going as the Hulk. The Incredible Hulk. That would have been interesting. I might have to do that. What are you guys gonna be for Halloween? Let me know in the fax messages. If not, Ultimate Warrior or He-Man. Ooh, He-Man's actually not a bad idea. Rick Rude. Yeah, I've heard that a few times. Grow the mustache. Or Golden. I should go as Rock Hero. That's a great idea. That guy's the real deal. Just based on what I've heard, you know? Ladies and gentlemen, we have 4 strings down. We are flying. Rikki Thrash, the fastest guitar restringer. 2 to go. The finish line is approaching. I'm not the Rock Hero. I wish I was. But wherever he is right now, I know he's sacrificing himself for the good of the people and for the good of the 1980s, the greatest decade of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, Rock Hero is on our side. In the heat of Vice City, Rikki Thrash restrings a guitar. No one knows who the Rock Hero really is. The second string. Neighbors thinking, oh boy, Ricky's putting up some neon signs on his walls. You know what that means. Rikki Thrash is live here on a Thursday night. We got Thrashing Thursdays. The greatest entertainment in all of this room, ladies and gentlemen. What a night. All my neighbors see the neon signs go up. You know what that means. Rikki Thrash is going live to the Thrashers. And it's time. All right, one more string, ladies and gentlemen, and then we are off to the tuning land. We're getting close. Making a mess. I'm taking my time, though, ladies and gentlemen. I got nowhere to be. Nowhere to be, but right here, right now with you guys. My Thrashers, my Thrashettes. How we doing tonight? Some intense music though. like please guys, I'm just tuning a guitar. Like it doesn't have to be this intense. Jeez. I feel like I'm really under pressure right now or something. It's like it's just a guitar. Like relax, okay? This is not a game show. All right? I don't have 3 lives. I only have 1. Okay, okay, maybe it is a game show because I'd like to have 3 lives, all right? Some of the danger that I get myself into here in Vice City. It'd be nice to have a couple more lives to live. And we got voices in my head that you guys don't hear, apparently. All right. The home stretch, ladies and gentlemen. We're so close. I can feel it. Watch me break another string tonight on this one guitar. Like if that happens, I'm cutting the stream. I'm done. I quit. Just kidding. I'm not gonna quit. But I will be very upset. That's for sure. That would not be ideal. Anyways, I'm glad we got a lot of people watching from all over the world right now. Because what a night to do it. Oh! What a night to be alive, ladies and gentlemen. Here on the Rikki Thrash Show, we do one thing and one thing only. Have a good time. And if you're new here, I want you to hit that follow button. It's totally free. Whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, wherever you are, enjoy yourself tonight. Sit back, relax, grab a snack, because Rikki Thrash is about to take you beyond where you've ever been taken before. Not gonna lie, it does sound like I'm about to play some pound cake right now. Little Van Halen. Whoa. Frick. Ladies and gentlemen, I just broke a string. I just broke another string, dadgummit! With great responsibility comes great power. That's how the saying goes, right? I got a little too carried away. We got to get another string, but that's all right. It's fine. All right. I have more, thankfully. Honestly, we shouldn't have gotten that carried away with the drill. I got a little trigger happy with the drill, I'm not gonna lie. But we will fix this. Have no fear. He is near. Ladies and gentlemen, hold back tears. Oh, wait. The heck? I can't see a daggone thing right now. Holy smokes. This too shall pass. That's right, Sarah Ryan. Joe says the drill has made me nervous the entire time. Yeah, you know, Joe, sometimes I get a little carried away with the drill. But that's okay. All right. I don't know what I don't know about you guys, but this music is really carrying the stream right now. Okay, just give me a second. I'm really focused right now. Just give me a second. All right, we gotta get into the string. Let's see what we can do about that. Let's see. That was oh, I hate it though. That was like the only string of. Actually, you know what? No. Oh my. Okay, this string. I mean, this song is really not. It's not going with my mood right now, okay? Let's just take 2 minutes. Take 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. My thrashers, I will be back. I don't like this song either. The 23rd Brian with a $5 donation. Thank you very much. to get some good music. At least somebody's having a good time changing some guitar strings. We're almost there. We got the final stretch. All right, we only broke one string with the drill. We got a little triggy happy with the drill. Don't worry. I got it under control. Ah! Just kidding. Just kidding about the I don't have it under control. I mean, because I certainly don't. But that's okay. I definitely have it under control, ladies and gentlemen. Do not fret, okay? I got everything under control. Okay. Let's do this. Wait, what string was it? It was the D string. Wrong one. Man, I am not on top of it today. That's for sure. It's okay. All right. Do not fret. Did I say that? Now we're on a secret mission to get this restrung back to its glory days. This guitar deserves a little bit of life breathed into it. Oh my goodness. Come on now. Work with me, please. I can't say a thing. There we go. Ah! V. Gross says hi, Ricky. Well, hello. We're trucking along, ladies and gentlemen. We're almost there. I just taste the finish line with my own mouth. You guys are getting nervous by this drill, aren't you? Well, you have every right to be nervous because we already messed up once. I mean, I guess we're getting intense now. Okay, laser focus, ladies and gentlemen. as I bring the string and insert it through the hole into the other side. Can he do it, ladies and gentlemen? And he got it! He got it through! He got it! Now, it is time to tighten the string. Will he be able to tighten it before time runs out? Let's see if the locking tuners will behave this time and he doesn't break another string. Rikki Thrash performing under pressure once again. Okay, unfortunately, he had the guitar strap under the string, so he had to take the guitar strap off and then re-shift the guitar strap onto the freaking whatever you call it. This is intense. And on top of that, I got bit by a dog yesterday. Why not? You know, just throw that in there for fun. I tell you what, this dog was bigger than me. But it's okay. I handled it well. I dodged him like a bullet. He bit me. And then I shoved him off. And then I punched him in the ribs. I didn't want to hurt him. So I just kind of gave him a love tap. And he thought it was funny. And he started laughing. And that was it. That was the end of the story. We shook hands and then we went on with our lives. That's what it's all about, shaking dogs' hands. He saw my curly locks and mistook me for a bear. That's right.
Pursuit of happiness.
When the going gets tough, the tough gets going.
pursuit of happiness.
Ladies and gentlemen, I thought I could get by with something, but I can't. So, gonna have to improvise. This is why I don't like tuning guitars, or restringing guitars rather. Usually doesn't take this long. It's just these locking tuners, and then I broke a string, and then, you know, it's just this whole process. All right. This will be a temporary fix until I get new strings for another guitar. How we doing tonight? Holy smokes. There we go. Frick. I just stabbed myself with a string. Dang. I'm pretty sure that went pretty deep, but I don't know. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it's a false alarm. I just felt like a needle just go through my thumb for a second. All right. That ain't gonna work. Hold on, Thrashers. Focused right now. The games have begun, ladies and gentlemen. The heat is on. Will Rikki Thrash be able to tune his guitar in time? Before the buildings turn into silhouettes and the night sky turns into a million colors, that will be the determination of all of our future. The heck? I'm not a fan of this music. I mean, it's fine. It's just, I don't really have control of it right now. We're gonna change it here in a second. Ladies and gentlemen, bear with me. This is not enough. It's not a normal stream tonight. It's kind of a different one. We're making progress.
What do you think, that I like being a freak?
Amazing as she is, it's not a normal.
Fuck normal. Since when does normal win a goddamn prize, huh?
Freak? Freak?
Fuck normal.
All right.
Since when does normal win a goddamn prize, huh?
Law.
NY_Michelle tipped $10. Now I'm just starting to feel bad. Get a Coke. Lol.
Michelle with a $10 donation. Look, with $10 I can afford probably 3 or 4 Cokes. So thank you very much, Michelle. I will be with you shortly. I'm tuning my guitar now, and then we're gonna get it shredding here. Let's get some better music though. This is crazy. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we finally got the guitar restringed, ready to rock. You know, the action is super high right now. I don't like it. Also, I need to adjust. I gotta adjust a lot of things on this guitar, but we're gonna leave that up to Tony, the assistant, to do that later on because I don't want to do it. So, right now, we're just gonna play Time to get loopy, Gabe says. Time to get a little loopy. Ladies and gentlemen, man, I was locked in. I tell you what, that is a fresh batch of strings on my Fender Stratocaster. Everything is improv off the top of the head. That wasn't a bad tune, though. You know, I might have to turn that into a full song or something. All original. You know, this guitar sounds really good right now. I tell you what, I don't want to put it down. And I won't. Actually, I will. I will put it down for a second because I want to build something. And that chord progression. Okay, it's the house of Rikki. I can do what I want, right, Sarah? It's the house of Rikki. Michelle says that was very cool. Well, thank you, Michelle. Thank you for the Coca-Cola as well. Does anything work? So let's build. Let's see, what was that chord progression? It was, all right, fine, I'll put the guitar on. Put the strap on. Here we go. Okay. All right, we'll put it on comfortably, because... Something like that. Let's try it. Ah. Somewhere in that ballpark, ladies and gentlemen. Why is... Dadgummit. That's it. I think I like it better lower. Here we go. There it is. Now for some drums, ladies and gentlemen, if you're with me tonight, I want you to make some noise on the greatest entertainment in all of this room, the greatest Thursday night this week, ladies and gentlemen. Let's fill the stadium with a round of applause. I gotta figure this out. Something to add a little bit of melody. To the drums. Good enough. Let's add the guitar and let's see if we can build this to the top. Got something. I like that. Change it up on the second one. First time through and then yeah. Just like that. Here we go. Oh, here we go, one more time. All right, how to get the volume right. Here we go. There it is. Now it's time for the bass. Gotta tune up. How we doing tonight? So many components go into it. We're not done building yet. Get the bass going. Might do some slapping, we might do some picking, we might do some fingering. You know, it doesn't matter what we do. The only thing that matters is that we bring back the greatest decade of them all. Bringing you back in time with me to the greatest decade to get a taste of the vibrancy, the spirit, and the liveliness of the greatest decade of them all, the 1980s. You know, I kind of like the slap. I also like that. don't know, guys. There's a lot of options. We can slap the bass, we can slap Giorgio, we can play, we can pick, there's... Let's play the other instruments, see what goes well with it. I'm almost thinking just regular bass line here. Let's try it. Simple, but sweet. I'm starting to forget the riff though. We gotta stick to the riff. 1, 2, whoa! Giorgio, sneaking pics, sneaking video of my feet. I don't know what he's doing tonight. What is getting into Giorgio tonight? Let's try that. Come on, Giorgio, stay with me. 2, 3. Messed it up. Hold on. One, two. Let's get something. Ah! 1, 2. You want me to throw a slap in there? Could be interesting. We'll see what I can do. Gotta play the right notes first, though. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can slap and pick. That's tough. I have to, like, quickly switch. See that? See that move? Pick. Where did the pick go? Where'd the pick go? Boom, pick. Anyways, Johnny Hallwood subscribed for 2 months. Thank you for the Prime subscription, Johnny. We're just building some loops right now, baby. If you got Amazon Prime, whatever that even means, Tony told me to say it. This is the 1980s. But listen, if you got Amazon Prime, I want you to use it because Giorgio is on a whole nother level tonight. Here we go. One, two. It's tough. We'll try one more time. If I can't get it, whatever. Good enough. We threw one slap in there. And you know what time it is now, ladies and gentlemen? It is time to shred. Check. All right. Take two. Take two. Take two. with the 5 gifted subs, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get it shredded up in here, baby. I tell you what, Johnny is on fire, and it's time to live up to that potential. So let's do this, ladies and gentlemen, together. Let's build it back up.
to represent the 1980s. Ladies and gentlemen, my thrashers, my thrashettes, you have joined at the proper time of greatness as we build nothing but at the top of the head, nothing but melodies and good times together. Live on the Rikki Thrash Show, it's time to rock. Time to bring in the bass. Ladies and gentlemen, we're locked in tonight, delivering the greatest experience on earth. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. Rikki Thrash is taking you on the ride of your life. good here. One clip is all I ask for, and then we're moving on.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for coming in tonight. For the greatest entertainment. Giorgio, get me centered! Today has been a very slow and relaxing stream. Just a nice beach day, you know. I got my flip-flops, my sandals on. Been playing tunes all night, ladies and gentlemen. But all good things must come to an end. So thank you all for coming in tonight and experiencing the greatest decade of them all. My name is Rikki Thrash, and tonight is one for the books. I want to thank everybody for the donations, the subscriptions, and all the follows tonight. I think today was a success. But Rikki Thrash needs to meet somebody at the docks at 11 p.m. If you were here at the start of the stream, we got a very important phone call that we cannot ignore. A lot is on the line tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Danger is on the run. But that's where they send Rikki Thrash in to do the dirty work. But it's not always easy being Rikki Thrash. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice everything all at once, and everything must... Who could this be? Talk to me. Hey. It's time. I'll see you at the docks. Look. I know this man has been dangerous in the past. But Danger is my middle name. So you better believe that this time, we're gonna do it my way. Dangerously. Hey. I'll see you at the docks, 11 p.m. This time, I mean it. Hey! I don't have anything else to say, but I just felt like, saying hey once more. Oh. Oh, no. Okay, fine. I won't joke around anymore. I promise, yeah. No, this is serious business. No, the Vice City is on the line. No, there's a bunch of friendly civilians that need our help. No, joke. Meet me outside. Ladies and gentlemen, Danger is on the run. And there's nothing left to do except believe in the one that can stop it. I don't know who that man is, but I know he works alone, and that he's gonna give it his all and put his heart on the line for the people of Vice City. Danger is his middle name. And if you know it, he will surely show it. I'll see you next time.